Are you feeling like parenting has turned into a never-ending race to do it all, be it all, and give it all? You are not alone. What if I told you that this hyper-focused style of parenting might be doing more harm than good, not just to you, but also to your children? Stick around because in today's video, we're diving into the hidden costs of intensive parenting and, more importantly, practical strategies to break free and build healthier, happier relationships with your children. If you're visiting for the first time, I'm Dr. Taniesha Burke, your positive parenting coach, and welcome to our channel. I need you to do a quick check. Are you a subscriber? If you're not, hit the subscribe button and join our growing community from around the world. Thank you so much for subscribing. Parenting today has entered an era where terms like intensive parenting are frequently discussed. At its core, intensive parenting reflects a hyper-focused and child-centered approach that demands significant time, energy, and resources from parents. While intention to nurture and support children is commendable, the methods and outcomes of intensive parenting warrant deeper examination. Let's explore its key features, its effects on both parents and children, and how positive discipline, which is the foundation of this channel, how it offers a healthier, more balanced alternative. Many of you listening to this video may not have heard the term intensive parenting, so you might be wondering, what exactly is it? What we're going to do now is that we're going to look at some of its key characteristics and see if you can relate to any of them. The first characteristic is that intensive parenting is child-centric. Parents place their children's needs, interests, and goals above all else. The second characteristic of intensive parenting is high expectations. Parents often believe they must optimize every aspect of their child's development, whether it's academics, extracurricular activities, and emotional well-being. The third characteristic involves constant involvement. It involves hands-on, near constant presence in the child's daily life. The fourth feature is an over-reliance on experts, so parents frequently consult experts, books, and classes to make the right decisions, and oftentimes ignoring their own intuition. And the final characteristic of intensive parenting is an emphasis on outcomes instead of progress. Success is often measured by the child's achievements rather than their happiness or personal growth. Now that you understand the characteristics of intensive parenting, we are now going to switch and look at its effects on parents and children. If a parent is intensely involved in their children's lives, the first effect you will see is burnout. The relentless efforts to be the perfect parent can lead to physical and emotional exhaustion in the parent, and this is outside of any other responsibility they have, so this is really related to parental burnout. The second effect is a loss of identity. Many parents report losing a sense of self beyond their parenting role. The third effect relates to stress. The pressure to meet high parental standards can lead to chronic stress and anxiety. Studies have found that intensive parenting can negatively impact the well-being of both mothers and fathers, leading to heightened stress levels and decreased life satisfaction. And the final effect we'll cover today relates to finances. Funding a child's activities, tutoring, and enrichment programs often take a financial toll. So how does intensive parenting affect children? Let's look at some of the key side effects. The first effects children will experience is high pressure. Children may feel overwhelmed by the constant expectation to excel. The second effect on children is reduced independence. Over-involvement can hinder a child's ability to solve problems and make decisions on their own, and you might see that manifested in learned helplessness or even the extreme opposite of rebellion in children. The third effect is perfectionism. Growing under the intense scrutiny can foster a fear of failure and an unhealthy pursuit in perfection. Anxiety and burnout may also be manifested. Just as parents feel stress, children often internalize the pressure, leading to mental health challenges. Research suggests that a maternal intensive parenting attitude can influence children's social competence through maternal parenting behaviors. Components such as essentialism, fulfillment, and child-centered aspects of intensive parenting were found to affect parenting behaviors like involvement and monitoring, which in turn relate to children's social outcomes. And one of the things you can see is children who are highly monitored can become extremely rebellious and even sneaky. They find ways to work around their parents' monitoring, and that is intensive monitoring. The next effects relate to paradoxical outcomes. So despite the intention to act in the best interests of children, intensive parenting may paradoxically have negative effects on children's health and well-being. Instead of being an intensive parent, you can choose a more balanced alternative, which is positive discipline, the whole aspect of this channel. It offers a compassionate, effective approach to parenting that nurtures a child's growth while maintaining healthy boundaries for both parents and children. So let's look at how it differs from intensive parenting. Positive discipline focuses on connection, not perfection. It emphasizes building strong, respectful relationships over achieving perfect outcomes. Parents prioritize connection and understanding rather than micromanaging every detail of their child's life. Rather than hovering, positive discipline encourages children to make choices, solve problems, and take responsibility for their actions. This fosters self-confidence and resilience. It also sets clear and loving boundaries. While allowing freedom within limits, positive discipline teaches parents to set clear expectations that are communicated kindly and consistently. It also embraces mistakes as learning opportunities. Mistakes are viewed as valuable lessons rather than failures. Both parents and children are encouraged to reflect, grow, and move forward without fear of judgment. The final benefit of positive discipline, instead of being an intensive parent, is that it recognizes that a well-balanced parent is more effective and loving. Parents are encouraged to take care of their own emotional and physical health, which creates a positive example for their children. So if you're an intensive parent and you want to change the positive discipline, we're going to give you some introductory tips that you can use to begin the change. Our first tip is to prioritize quality over quantity. Focus on meaningful interactions rather than constant supervision. Our second tip is to adapt realistic expectations. So let go of the need for perfection for both you and your child. Our third tip is to foster open communication. So encourage honest discussions about feelings, goals, and challenges. Fourth is to celebrate effort, not just achievement. Teach your children to value persistence and growth over external markers for success, and this is the hallmark of a growth mindset. Our final tip for today is to take care of yourself. Pursue hobbies, friendship, and self-care to maintain a sense of balance and joy in your life. It is important to not have your entire life be related to just parenting. There are other aspects of your life that also need to be developed. So as I mentioned earlier, if you are not healthy and balanced, it negatively affects you and your children. While intensive parenting may stem from a desire to provide the best for one's children, it often comes at a significant cost for both parents and children. Positive discipline offers a sustainable and empowering alternative that builds strong families rooted in love, respect, and balance. By embracing this approach, parents can nurture their child's growth while ensuring their own well-being, creating a harmonious foundation for the entire family. We're now at the end of our video looking at intensive parenting. I know the phrase is a very unfamiliar or unpopular term for many parents, so I do hope that you found the content related to it helpful in identifying it in you or maybe others. So we would love to hear from you. If you have any questions or if you would like to comment on this video, have you experienced yourself being an intensive parent? What was that like? Or did you experience a parent who was very intensive when you were growing up? Please leave your comments in the comments section so we can continue this conversation. Thank you so much for joining us, and goodbye for now.